Good evening, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. Tonight I'm going to be speaking to you about stirring the embers. Citizens are not born, they're made. Most people give up. They don't do what it takes to become citizens. This is true in the church, in the family, in the community. But today I'd especially like to speak to you about how it affects citizenship in the church. We've all been passionate one time or another. We've all been excited. We've all been spellbound. But how do we keep a fire burning when we run out of wood? When our excitement dies off, when the beginning euphoria goes away? How do we keep that going? Especially when people will always try to throw water on your vision. People like to be comfortable, and when they see you passionate or excited, to many people it makes them uncomfortable because it challenges them. It puts them out of their comfort zone. What we have to do is learn how to persevere, how to make our excitement based not just on a feeling, but to walk in a true passion, not just a spiritual high. There's this movie called Dan in Real Life. It's not this great movie or anything, not very deep, but there is one quote in there that really stood out to me. And it was said, "Love is not a feeling, it's an ability." And that's so true, especially in our culture. We are taught that people fall in and out of love all the time. Isn't that right? We're taught that if you lose love, that you should just break up and move on. But the truth is, we have a choice. We can choose, like how God taught us, we can choose to love unconditionally. And I would submit that passion's the same way. We have the ability to be passionate, but it's a choice. We have to stand up and we have to decide every single morning to be passionate, to keep that fire going. So how can we cultivate an actual inferno? The answer is through community. See, by ourselves, we look for attention. We want to burn the brightest, the biggest. But the truth is, unity is what creates a wildfire. If I'm passionate and I'm in unity with people around me, then the person on this side is going to become passionate on fire, and the person on this side is going to become passionate on fire, and then they'll spread it to other people, and it spreads and spreads and grows. It multiplies. We have to learn how to have generational effectiveness, reflecting and honoring where we came from, building on the work the previous generations have done. There's this idea of form versus power. Form, if we only have form, we won't be able to inspire anybody. If it's just all based on rules and regulations, it won't grow. People don't want to be told what to do. They're told by everyone what to do. That's not what they're looking for. But at the same time, if we just have passion and excitement, if we don't have any way to guide that, then like fire that's uncontrolled, it becomes destructive and ends up growing and wreaking havoc. But if we can find the balance of form and power, if we can learn to be excited, but at the same time pour that excitement into a form that the previous generations have created, we can take it to the next level. So where does this passion come from? It doesn't just come from a youthful energy or from rules or regulations. It comes from a revelation of who God is, the great I am. Deuteronomy 4:24 says, "For the Lord your God is a consuming fire." That's the kind of fire we need. One that comes from a revelation of who God is. I love working out. I love pushing myself to the physical limits. I like running. I like hiking. I like rock climbing. I recently spent almost a year in Alaska working, where every single day I had to push myself beyond what I thought was physically capable. In weight training, it's the last couple reps that builds the most muscle. But most people stop when it starts getting hard. And if they do, it wastes all the effort they put in before, because that that growth doesn't come till the very end. And I'd like to close with just this one idea. Stephen Covey, in his book 7 Habits for Highly Effective People, talks about the Pareto principle. Some of you may know it as the 80-20 rule. The idea is that 80% of your results come from 20% of your action. I'd like to submit to you that our greatest growth comes when we hit a wall in our relationship with God and our friends and the people that He's put around us. But we don't give up. We don't lose sight of our vision. This is how true citizens are made. This is how we can create a sustainable fire. Thank you.